Hi everybody, this is the first video in a series of videos I'll be putting on my YouTube channel regarding the building of balsa wood towers. So we're starting a project where we will be building something that looks like this, or maybe yours is going to look something like that, or maybe it's going to look something like this. The whole idea is that this will be your own ideas based on your understanding of what is going to make a strong and efficient balsa wood tower. So we're going to get started. This video is assuming you've already seen the presentation on balsa wood towers and you're ready to start designing. So what you are going to need for this video is you're going to need this worksheet that is in your project packet. You're going to need your trusty project board. You are going to need a pair of scissors, ruler, and pencil. And that'll get us through just the beginning steps. So the first thing we want to do, if we look at this sheet of paper, this is actually designed to build a four-sided tower. And what I mean by that, there's this bases on this sheet to build four sides, not like this one. This one's for three. Well, what we want to do is we want to build a three-sided tower for a couple reasons. Mostly reason is that it can be built quicker and it demonstrates all the principles of a truss tower. The sheet I gave you though is for four. So what we're going to do, just to make sure there's no confusion, we are going to just cut off the last part of here, because I have in the past, I have had students when I told them we were doing a three-sided tower and I didn't have them cut off this fourth side, they spent a lot of time working on a fourth side that they didn't need to. So we're just going to get rid of that just to minimize any possible confusion, okay? So we're just going to cut it right here. Now let's just start getting used to using our pencil and our ruler to draw nice straight lines. Drawing straight lines is critical on this project. Now you might say, well, Mr. B, drawing a straight line is pretty easy. It is with the ruler, but it's not when you're just trying to freehand it. Freehanding is not going to be your friend on this project. So I just drew a line down here. It doesn't have to be exact. And we're just going to cut. I'm not even cutting that close to the line. And there we go. Just want to get rid of that fourth one. We don't need it. We don't want the confusion. You can throw that away. All right. Also now you'll notice our paper easily fits on our project board for three sides. Now, in the presentation, there was a discussion of thumbnail sketches. Let me turn this so it's more readable to you. Thumbnail sketches. That's what this area is. And what a thumbnail sketch is, it is a rough sketch, a quickly drawn sketch for the purposes of expressing an idea or a design. They even give you an example here. So an example is they are going to build a balsa wood tower, and each side of the balsa wood tower is going to be this design. It's kind of a zigzag design, right? Just diagonals, has the outer frame and then diagonals. You will notice that all three sides of your tower need to be exactly the same. They all need to be symmetric. All three sides of your tower have to be the same. Ask yourself, why do I need all three sides of my tower to be the same? Why couldn't I build one side that looks like this and one side that looks like that and one side that looks like that? Ask yourself, why might that be? Well, the weight is going to be, the load we call it, is going to be put down on the entire tower at the same time. What if one side were stronger or weaker than another side? What if one side was this design and another side was this design, and one of these sides was stronger or weaker than the other? Well, then the tower would not test properly. The weakest side would fail first, and it would not be a fair test and a true test of the strength of your design. So all three of these sides are going to be the same. So you're going to draw, and this is one little area of confusion, you're going to draw three different designs, but you're going to pick just one of them. And whichever one you pick after you discuss it with me, we'll talk about your thumbnail sketches, which designs that you should go with. Whatever one we pick, that's the one that we're going to do for all three sides. Don't think that this is side 1 and side 2 and 3. No, no, no. You're doing thumbnail 1, 2, and 3, and then we will pick one of them. Let's say we pick number 3. Well, then it's going to be number 3 is going to go here, here, and here. Okay? Same design, but we're going to do 3 different designs. So, to do a thumbnail, it depends on how well you can draw freehand. If you have trouble drawing straight lines freehand, go ahead and use your ruler. But I'm going to just do a couple thumbnail sketches. And maybe I want to do a design like this. That's an idea. Okay, that's one possibility. Well, maybe I want to do something a little different. This one I've broken into 3 segments. Maybe I want to go 4 segments, and I want to do something like this. Again, I'm not telling you to do this. This is purely for example. I'm not telling you that any of these are good designs. Or maybe I just want to go with 2 segments and just do 2 big X's like that. And maybe I'm going to put a vertical pieces up the center like that. I don't know. Those are just 3 different ideas. Now, these all meet the criteria of what we would call a truss design. And a truss design is a design that is composed of interlocking triangles. And all of these meet that criteria. They are all interlocking triangles. That is a truss design. But which one is going to be the best? Well, you talk to me, and we have a little, we go, well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm going to say, you know, they're all pretty good, so why don't you just pick the one you like the best? Or you also want to take into account maybe, well, which one would be the easiest to build? Which one may be the most difficult to build? Even though they're all good, is one maybe going to be stronger than the other? We'll talk about these things. Well, let's say I've decided I'm going to go with number 3. So I'm not going to do 2 or 1. I'm going to go with number 3. Well, then what I need to do is I need to draw this design full size in each one of these areas. I'm going to step you through drawing it on this first grid part, this first area here, and I'm just going to tell you, you do the exact same thing for 2 and the 3, okay? So first I'm going to go around the outer edge of this using my ruler. Use your ruler, seriously. Now, it's kind of hard to see it on the outer edge because there's already a line there. So it doesn't really add a whole lot to go over it, but what the heck, right? Now I have two sections. I'm going to want these two sections to be pretty even. Well, I helped you out here, and I told you right here that each one of these grids is 12 units across, and it's 33 units down. Now, if I want to divide it in half, I can't divide it, well, I could divide it equally in half to go to 16 and a half, right? Because 33 divided by 2 is 16 and a half. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half of the next one. Okay? So let me draw a nice straight line there. Use your ruler. Don't use a pen. Anybody has a pen in their hand right now, put it down, go get a pencil. All right. And this is a number 2, but it's not writing very dark. Okay, I wonder if these are darker. I've learned not all number 2 pencils are created equal. Yeah, it might be a teeny bit darker, all right? Now, all this is, as you can see, this is just a diagonal to both corners on the top and the bottom. Diagonal, diagonal. And go back and forth over it a couple times so it's nice and dark. So that shows up pretty good. And I'm going to do the other one. Okay? And then the top one is the same thing, just 2 diagonals from corner to corner. Line up my ruler. A little drawing trick when you're using a ruler, put your pencil where you want your line to start. Don't try to line the ruler up and then put your pencil. You frequently will be off. If you put your pencil, the point of your pencil, right where you want to start drawing, and just let the ruler come up to it and touch the pencil. You got to hold the pencil kind of firmly, and then just all you got to do is line up the other end of the ruler. It's easier too. It's more accurate and easier. That's a good combination. And you notice I pretty much always do that. Put my pencil down, bring the ruler up to it. Then I just have to line up one end of the ruler, because lining up both ends of the ruler, it's kind of a pain sometimes. So pencil down, bring my ruler up to it, and draw this line nice and dark. Okay? That's it. Okay? What you need to do is you need to do your 3 thumbnail sketches, discuss those with me or whoever your teacher is. We're going to pick one of those designs. In this particular case, we picked design number 3. And so then I'm putting design number 3 into a full-size grid because we are going to build our tower right on that pattern. So you see we need to draw it 3 times as well. So this is where the video is going to end. I don't think there's much point in me doing a video showing you how to draw this 3 times, because I'm just going to do exactly the same thing 3 times that I did here. Remember, all 3 of these need to be the same. And that's where this video is going to stop right now, okay? And when you're done with doing all this design, We're gonna tape this paper down, cover it up with wax paper, just like we did when we did the Delta Dart project. But we'll talk more about that in the next video. So that's it for this video, all right? Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.